take two. Welcome back to the channel, guys. I hope you're all having a good time. Today we're going to be talking about a new film I just picked up. That is some Fuji Industrial 100. I first heard about this film when I watched a video by Corey Wolfenbarger. I was intrigued by it because it is a film stock that is made specifically and exclusively for the Japanese market. So when I was researching it, I sort of, it said that it renders skin tones really nicely and keeps them nice and natural, which to me is very important. I actually found a supplier on eBay, and he was selling it, or he or she, I don't know, was selling it in bulk for a bit of a discount. So I got mine for just under £10 a roll, around £7 a roll. I was just going to show you my favorite shots from the roll. For any of you guys who really want to see the rest of the roll, the sort of mediocre, the sort of meh photos, I'll chuck them at the end of the video. So the camera I used was the Olympus OM1n. It is actually one of my favorite SLR cameras that I own, and I had the 50mm 1.8 attached to it. I would show you the camera right now, but it's back at the shop, back at the repair shop, and I literally got it fixed for the same problem just a few weeks ago. Thankfully it's covered by warranty, but it is very annoying. Anyway, so the first photo I want to show you guys it's on High Street Kensington, and it's this picture of this newspaper vendor, and I just really like the way he was reading his phone, the way that he's hunched over, and I just like the way that his jacket, his beanie, and his sort of newspaper trolley cart thing all match. And what you'll see out of all the photos that I liked, there's a recurring theme of red. That's something I found really interesting about this film stock, is that it renders red in a really interesting way, like, I don't know, a really distinct way that I haven't really seen anywhere else. It's quite saturated, but at the same time, I don't know, it's got a lot of character, the way it renders red. And I took the picture of this car here, this old vintage car. If you look at my Instagram as well, you'll notice that I take a lot of pictures of vintage cars. And I think it's because, I don't know, nowadays, I find myself shooting two things in particular: well-dressed people and vintage cars. For a while I was sort of trying to figure out, like, what do I want to shoot? Like, what really makes me happy? I think I'm sort of starting to learn what I'm good at shooting and what I enjoy shooting at. You'll see again, red interiors. I took some night shots, of course, and you guys seem to really like the night photography as well. So I took my camera out with me after the gym. I had it in my bag, didn't even go home. Straight after the gym, got the camera out, got the tripod out. On that road, there are a lot of butchers, a lot of fruit and veg grocers that are open till very late at night. So the shops just look really pretty, basically, because they're brightly lit, brightly illuminated, and all their fruit and veg are really colorful. So it just looks really nice. And basically my favorite photo from that night just came out completely and utterly unusably overexposed. Got a bit arrogant, and I didn't really bother looking up sort of the reciprocity failure for this film. I just thought to myself, okay, whatever the meter says, I'm just gonna add 15 to 30 seconds on top of that. But what I realized is that if there's already a lot of ambient light, like a lot, as there was in this shot, as you can see here, this is what it looked like. You can just sort of follow the meter reading. Yeah, it just came out, awful. But thankfully, not all the shots came out overexposed and gross. Some of them actually came out really nicely, such as this one. What drew me towards this photo in particular was the shopping cart, the shopping trolley here. I just thought it looked kind of funny, it just looked really interesting, just there abandoned in front of the shop. This whole flat, basically, it looks like a massive, I don't know, a massive Lego block or a massive Tetris piece. And I just love the way that it was just illuminated on one side, and you got this harsh geometric sort of shadow on the other side. And then you also got this nice glowing window in the top right corner. Annoyingly, a car went past, so of course I had a light trail. I do like light trails, don't get me wrong, but in this scenario I would have liked to just had a nice clean road. But my favorite part of that night, as I said before, vintage cars. There's this one car that I always cycle past on my way to the gym, and it's I don't know what it is. It's an old Ford. It looks like it's from the 70s, and I just knew that I had to get a picture of it at some point. So, you know, after the gym, I've been walking around again for about 40 minutes, you know, getting all these photos. But I knew in my head, like, I had to get this. I had to get a photo of this. Basically, these photos sort of made up for the fact that that other photo came out horribly overexposed. This close-up shot from the front was like my favorite. It just came out super sharp, super clean. I love the condensation on the windshield. Yeah, there's sort of like beads of moisture on the hood of the car, on the bonnet of the car. I just love that feeling when, you know, a photo comes out nicely. I also found this old Beetle, and again, guys, like I said, red. See, the car's red, and it just looks nice. This film renders red really nicely. The next day I took it out again. They all wear GoPros on their helmets, and I really want to get a picture of them, but I just on the day I didn't feel like, I don't know, I just didn't feel like going up in their space because they were quite busy. Some days I'm really comfortable just going up to people and asking for a photo, then other days I'm just like, oh, I don't want to. And this was one of those days. But I saw this opportunity as a chance to emulate the work of a photographer whose work I really like, and that is 6 Street Under. Like, his work is really like surreal. He's a street photographer. My take on his work is that he sort of creates like this surreal world. It's sort of like Salvador Dali, like it's really surreal. And what he likes to do as well, quite often, is to replace people's heads with inanimate objects. In this photo here, the man with the stop sign, I sort of framed it such that the stop sign replaced his head, and I got him, you know, and I replaced it for both stop and go. I just thought that was a really cool, fun moment. If you're into that sort of saturated, rich, saturated red, almost like brick red, then this film stock is for you. The next day, as I was cycling around, I saw this old Porsche. I think it's like a 90s one. Again, it's red. I don't know what to tell you guys. I don't know why all the cars in this roll have some sort of red. Okay, it just happened. I didn't change it. I didn't Photoshop it. It was just red. These two shots were taken with an 85mm actually. All the photos I just showed you, I did edit them. I basically dodged and burnt them, played with contrast here and there. There were some color corrections, there were some that came out a bit magenta. If you really want to see how I edit my film, let me know down in the comments. Let me know what you guys think of the photos, which ones were your favorite, did you like any of them? I love the feedback that you guys give me on all the other videos. You guys are commenting, which is really nice. Just to let you all know, I do respond to all the comments, so feel free to let me know what you guys think. Are there any other videos you want to see? Any other film stocks you want me to try out? I've got others lined up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Most of you guys who watch my videos aren't subscribers. What's that about, guys? Like, what's that about? One of my big goals for this year is to hit 10,000 subscribers before the end of 2020, and we are making good progress towards that. Every day this channel is growing slowly but surely, so if you want to be part of whatever this is, you know, if you want to be here at the beginning, if you want to tell your fellow subscribers that I was here first, then subscribe. For all those of you who've already subscribed, your support, your comments, all of it is hugely appreciated. Plenty more videos to come, plenty more videos to come. I'm currently editing a beast of a video. We've got collabs coming up, we've got new lenses to review, new film stocks to review, more photos to take. And if you haven't seen my last video, I did a photo battle with my good old friend from school, Buster. There was quite an interesting little spicy moment in there between Buster and a few guys. You definitely need to watch that.
Alright, leave now.
So there's no photos of us on there?
No, he didn't click, No. He needs more time.
I saw you guys didn't want a photo, so. Alright.
You were so long. Anyway, I've been talking way too much now, guys. So with all that said and done, keep learning, keep shooting. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.